Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully I'm not shouting, but I'm using a different kind of laptop and I'm not entirely sure how the sound is going to come out. So if I'm shouting at you, I apologise. It's been a while since I filmed. I think I mentioned it before in my videos. Um, I'm terrible at filming, but I do like to talk about books. But again, most of the time it's like, oh, look at the new book I bought. So I was tempted to do a book haul because I have quite a few new books. I even had to buy a new cart to fit them in. But I'm like, oh, maybe I might do a selection of the books that I bought recently. But if you're here, it's because you've clicked on the video that says My Frankenstein Collection. I have 9 books that are all Frankenstein. I am weirdly addicted to purchasing different editions of Frankenstein. I don't know why. I do the same with June. These are the 2 books that I seem to want multiple copies of. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some kind of mind thing behind that, or I'm just greedy. I don't know. So I've got them all spread out here, so I'm going to go through them with you just because I fancied making a video about it. So we're going to start with one that you wouldn't actually know Frankenstein's in it from the title. So this is a Penguin classic, and it's just 3 gothic novels. I picked this up in Oxfam when we had Oxfam. Unfortunately, our local Oxfam did not survive the pandemic. They closed their doors, which was a shame, but there we are. A lot of people had to. So I bought this for the Castle of Otranto, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but there you go. But it also has Frankenstein in this edition as well. That was just a thing, really. I wasn't necessarily looking for another copy of Frankenstein at this point, but it adds to the collection. So I'm going to start with the first Frankenstein book that I bought, and it's the only one that I've actually read from, which is the Oxford World Classics 1818 text. I got this in Otter's, Waterstones, and it was £3.99. Do they even sell them for £3.99 anymore? I don't know. So yeah, this one has small-ish text. It was easy enough to look at. It's lovely. It's a lovely edition. I don't know why I love Frankenstein so much. It's definitely one of my favourite novels of all time. There's just something about it that I found quite lyrical, quite beautiful, quite monstrous. And we all know I mean Victor. But yeah, so this was my first copy, and this is the only copy that I've actually read, but we have more. But I think the others are kind of more like just ones that I want, really. So I believe the next one I picked up, and I ordered this from Blackwell's in Oxford, and this is the, I think it's the, what is it? Macmillan's Collector's Library. I should know all of these, but I don't, I just collect them. So this is this edition with the sprayed gold edges and the almost biblical pages. They're not quite as thin as some of the Bibles I've come across, but I have this edition, and it is gorgeous. Now, the one thing I haven't done is compare what text is in each, and if any of them are different, because that would require me to actually read all of them. Now, there's a challenge. 2022 is looking free. Excuse me, I just need to have a word with the dog. Sorry. So that would be a good challenge for 2022, was to read all of my Frankenstein copies. So there is this one. The next one was a gift, and this is the Penguin Classic cloth bound. And she's so pretty. She's got a heart on the front. She has ink on the page. I don't know why she has ink on the pages. I did not do that. She's quite stiff, so her spine has not been broken, so I will probably not break her spine. But I love the grey. I really love the cloth bound editions. I don't think I have many of them. Maybe another one. Oh yes, I have War of the Worlds in cloth bound because that was a gift from my mother for my previous birthday. And yeah, there's not a lot to say really when you're talking about different editions of books that you haven't actually read the editions of, but there you go. So I am always on the lookout for more editions. If any of you know of more editions, I am particularly enamoured with the Barnes & Noble one that I've seen, and I really, really want it, but I can't find it. Like, when I get paid, I can't find it. Now, when I have no money, I can find it. But do let me know if you know where I can find it. The next one I have is another Penguin classic. I don't know what this one's called, but this is like, I think this is a pew leather. I hope it's pew leather. I don't know. Oh, sorry. And this one is a teal green colour. It's the same similar design as the grey cloth bound with the hearts. This one's got quite a lot larger text. Yeah. And again, she won't open very well, so reading her might not be something that I want to do, but I do love this one. So, and then we move on to the next one that I bought, which I think is awesome, and this is Race Point Publishing. And so it's green, and it comes with like this. Like, you find notebooks that do that, and yeah. And I love this edition so much. I mean, the text is the text is quite dense, but she opens really well. And I love this one. I'm very excited to read this one. So I think I came across this on eBay, so that was a total surprise to me. The next two I picked up in the same charity shop at the same time, because they were next to each other. I was like, oh! So this is the Scholastics classic of Mary Shelley Frankenstein. So she's in pretty bad condition. I think she was probably used at school or by a young person. I'm very interested to read this one in comparison to the 1880 text, because I don't know what text they've used here and if it's as long. But you've got some blood splatter. That's where my mind goes. It's clearly ink. Yeah, so, yeah. Or this might have been a library book because of the plastic coating on it. But, yeah, it's so cool. And then I also picked up a world classic at the same time. So this one has... cover illustrated is A Physician by T. Bagot. So, a physician. Oh, and this one was a library book. And it was taken out of the library on the 23rd of January 1999. And I love this one because it's floppy. I love a floppy edition of any book. So, yeah, I think I particularly was happy to get this one because this is my ideal book to annotate. Because I don't want to annotate the first book I bought because that was my first one. So this one would be good. And I happen to know that this was 30p at the charity shop. And then lastly, thank you for bearing with me, I picked this up from Shroud Books, which are an online bookseller. And it is Frankenstein, and it is illustrated by Bernie Wrightson with an introduction by Stephen King. I love Stephen King. I'm not entirely sure why Stephen King is introducing the book, personally. Don't come for me, I just was unsure why Stephen King was introducing it, but maybe it had some kind of special place in his heart. Did I just get like really close? I'm sorry. But yeah, this is illustrated. I'm going to show you one of the illustrations because obviously I don't want to ruin it if you want to buy it yourself. Okay, this is a cool one, so we'll start. Yeah. So I'm so excited, and I am excited. We're not going to pick another word to read this with the illustrations. I am way too close to the camera. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we started off loud and we've gone down to a whisper. So that is it. That is my Frankenstein collection. Again, do let me know if you know of any where I can find more different editions. I am quite happy with buying as many as I can find. But thank you for watching. It's great to be back. Hopefully I will be back soon. And yeah, take care of yourselves, guys.